The main road is far from here, and everybody's just inside here. They can play actually. I had the backyard there. Kids just go play there. I can watch them from my living room. Yeah. Those were the houses, another houses here, another houses there. It's like kind of four sections in this place. So yeah, it's kind of sad seeing the whole thing is gone. The whole townhouses.
Why are there laws that seem to allow poor people to be victimized in this way? You see, Heron Gate had more affordable units, had bigger units for larger families. Now, when you knock these down, you're adding to an already growing housing crisis.
I had a house. It's bigger than an apartment because I have 3 bedrooms now. There is no basement. It's just like, you know, one level of place to stay. With the children too, I have little kids. It's just not easy for them to adjust, like, or to just adapt it that there are people in the building now. It's hard for them. They need to get out. It's hard sometimes. A house, they can open the door or go to backyard and play there and come inside. So downsizing the house and also increasing in rent.
And boom, all of that is gone. There were people who were moved from Heron Gate way over into the East End. I know of one lady who's literally fighting to get back into Ottawa South because she's scared to death. She wants to be back with people she knows.
For me, I feel like it's different from any community. People know each other, they speak the same language. In the building here, for example, maybe I can knock my neighbor door, I share the same language, she can understand me, I can drop my child to her just in emergency cases. So it's like sharing the same culture that people used to have from the places that they're coming from. Whenever there is a newcomers that coming, always they're coming to this neighborhood. We have many people from Nepal, from Somali, from Sudan, mostly from Syria.
Many immigrants also meant that they weren't always familiar with Canadian law, and we felt that perhaps that was one reason why they chose Heron Gate to do this sort of thing too, because it was an older area and people were not fully appreciable of their rights as far as tenants go. So it made them easier to manipulate.
So that last year, on end of the May, we got a notice of eviction that we need to empty the houses. Because it was short notice, and by that time I was a student too as well. So I was having like college and it was intensive to leave I tried to leave the classes for a week, and it affected me too as well. Many people are the same thing.
You know, I had been in there for over 30 years. You accumulate an awful lot of memories in that place. And I was very happy with my home there, with my garden. I didn't want to move, but we were forced to.
The eviction in 2015, it started in winter time. That's what my experience with them is, not just for me. And we were fighting for like no eviction in winter time, was during the school time, and it was a short notice.
Snow was definitely going to be an issue for people trying to move out. And The suddenness of it was a shock for many people. I still remember what one lady told me. She was so upset at the way she was treated. She says, "My God, Mavis," she said, "if I had known it was going to be this difficult, trying to set up a life here," she says, "I would have stayed in Nigeria." She says, it's not good there for me either. She says, "But look what they're doing to me here."
We are in Canada, and we are in the capital city of Canada, Ottawa. So for me, it's kind of surprised me that government is not doing a lot for that. It's not the priority that for them to just see what people are going through here.
This is when Acorn came in and sort of taught us how to, put all of our complaints together and do our demonstrations to get public notice of what was going on here in Heron Gate.
I started involved with Acorn about 3 years ago, and I find it is just what we need as to fight together.
You're not going to get any change if you're just by yourself. You have to be part of a larger group, and you have to talk to the public, and you have to talk to politicians to try and get these things changed.
We're tired. We're hungry. We won't go away. Stop the war on the board. Let the tenants stay. We're tired. We're hungry. We won't go away. Stop the war on the board. Let the tenants stay. We're tired. We're hungry. We won't go away. Stop the war.
Many people need to hear this thing because it's not the issue of Ottawa alone. It's not issue of the Heron Gate alone. Many cities or provinces in Canada here, they're facing the same issue of the housing. I just want to say that whatever we're facing now can have a solution if government try to see that and try to push with the new development, try to push with landlord, we'll have a solution. But as long as they will not care for that, then people will be struggling. This is a right for everybody to live in affordable housing in Canada here, in a good place, in a healthy home.
I will fight for the people in Heron Gate because they deserve it. They're people, and I do believe in equality, and I do believe in treating people with respect. And to me, that's what Heron Gate is all about.